This podcast is brought to you by the homies over at Nirvana Center because they're lit. They provide nothing but the best. Tristan, what do you get?
You get the best tinctures, the best quality edibles, the best quality marijuana cigarettes that you could possibly afford, not only at any price, but at any value, at any quantity. They will send shipments, trucks to your house filled with freight, cargo, weed, all of it.
Freight, cargo, humans, all of it. You know, tinctures. We always remember
Rivets.
tinctures.
We sell rivets now.
It's Walmart in there. Nirvana Center. It'll get you cooked. Hey, look, we do so much bonus content over here on this Patreon. We literally have 100+ hours of stuff. There's 4 quarters that it takes. It's less than a cup of coffee, less than supporting a black kid in a different country. Join the Patreon. There's a $10 follower of Gus level. It's $10. We do the IAs. We pull it back. Tristan, what do you get on the IA? Anything fun?
Internal affairs, I show everyone my twin that I absorbed in the womb that's on my back. His name is Tyrese.
This is going to take a turn. Join the Patreon so you can hear more about it.
We also have freight.
Enjoy the episode. We don't have freight. Hey, welcome back to another episode of The Final Stop. I'm your host, Daniel Bridgegap. We're post 100 episodes now, live from the Mescal Manor, Mach 2. Over here on the other side of the country, it's the Vampire King, King Possum, Lord Meerkat, praising Gus literally on his t-shirt. It's Tristan Bowley.
What's up? My God is a righteous God. He reigns from heaven above.
She's just middle-aged, like 54-year-old middle of the country mom. Speaking of middle-aged, middle of the country, thickly built moms, it's the big man himself, the anti-Riz. Get it together, Andrew Oriana.
What's up? I am dressed like a Midwestern housewife, right? All I'm missing is like a fucking robe right now.
Yeah, you're in a fucking gray sweatsuit and house shoes.
Dude, I got slippers on.
You need like pink fuzzy slippers where the bottoms are just black, just from all the like the shit that you've trudged in. There's probably dog poop tied to the bottom of one of them, but you don't care. You're still wearing them to your nail appointment.
It must be nice to just be a middle of the country mom, dude. Just like your husband makes $70K and you live in a castle, and like your job is to just make peanut butter and mayonnaise sandwiches and send your offensive lineman younglings off to fucking elementary school.
Yeah. All right, now don't kill anybody today or say the N-word. See you, pumpkin.
Yeah, hey, Joseph, what did you get on that history exam? 71, mama. God, that's going on the fridge. Just real low expectations. They come in. But how'd you play at practice? About a 96.5.
I tore his fucking knees apart. Just like some fucking thick skull Cletus kid just being like, I can't really spell well, but I'll destroy the enemy. And just being like, yeah, that's correct, Cletus.
I play football. I can't spell football, but I can pull from the right guard position and really cause a problem. God, dude, there's nothing better than corn-fed middle of the country niggas. Do you have any friends that are...
Doctors say it's because my mom drank when I was pregnant, but I think I got football in my blood.
Bro, do you know the like all of the top 10 highest drinking counties in America are like all in Wisconsin and Minnesota? It's all in one spot. They just get,
oh, really?
Yeah. Or that's according to one guy from Wisconsin who told me that, who's probably just trying to give some excuse for why he has fetal alcohol syndrome.
It's so crazy how like there's like a certain level of where like if there's just like one guy, he's a drunk. But if there's 7 counties, it's like a whole party. Like it's literally party city.
Well, there's places. Have you ever heard a city described? New York's one, or Chicago, or New Orleans, where it's like, oh, it's a drinking city. You're like, what does that mean? Just there's a higher level of degeneracy than like most places.
Yeah,
on Monday you can go have a good time.
Yeah, everything's covered in piss, and during the daytime it's sad.
Have you ever heard someone who's like, I guess when you're young you're just like a partier, but like basically describe like crazy alcoholism in a fun way? So they're telling you their schedule. They're like, on Mondays we go to fucking Rush, and then on Tuesdays we go hit Clancy's, and then we go over to Martin. You're like, wait. So every night you're out just slamming vodka shots? Literally
the same thing, but for us with open mics.
Yeah, but at least we're doing. I know, but at least we're doing kind of something. When I'm drinking 4 Bud Lights every night, I'm schlepping 5 minutes in front of people and be like, how did it go? Okay,
well,
2
they
more
are
after
doing
it.
something. They are doing something. They're living the movie that is their life, and they're the main character, baby.
Well, I mean, that being said, who has a better chance of making it? A girl with all the aftermarket features who goes out 5 nights a week trying to catch a big fish, or stand-up comedian,
Girl with all the features.
I would say girl with all the fucking
Girl
features.
with all the features so easily.
1,000%, dude.
If
It's
you're
not
paying
even close.
extra at Chipotle for that girl, you're getting guac and queso on that girl.
Yeah,
Chips
our
on the
shit,
side.
dude. Our shit doesn't compare to fucking thighs that stick out from the front. No way,
Yeah.
dude. No chance.
It especially won't be good when you found out that compale isn't a real word either. That's not in anyone's dictionary.
Compale?
I think you're saying compare.
Did I
You're
say
saying
compale?
You said compale. Like you got a pail full of cum and you're taking it to the sea. Like you're going to the beach.
You know what
And
the
you just
fuck
got a
I was
bail-
talking about? It's
Got
like
a
when I
pail
said
full of cum, making a cum castle.
this is like a couple episodes ago. I said pay tribute on November 11th, and Andrew wouldn't let me just fucking have it. He was like, you said November, right? I was like, but we all knew. We all knew what the
I
fuck
didn't.
I was talking about.
I didn't, and I'm glad we brought it back around. Also, Andrew, how you feeling, bud? It seems like you haven't really contributed much. What's going on?
What is going on the fuck with you?
What's
I'm
going on in
good.
that brain of yours?
Nah, are you tired? Have you not? You've said 3 words and you look spaced out and over it. What's going on?
Are
I'm
you
good.
doing marijuana again?
No, he
No.
wouldn't. He was being gay last night. I asked him. I was
Oh,
like,
that's something, dude. Daniel is such a. I love that I know perfectly how Daniel operates now as a person, because we were outside.
oh, do ya?
I have a pretty good fucking grasp
do
of
ya?
it.
That's a bold
I have
statement.
a pretty
fat
good
ass.
fucking
Keep going.
grasp of it. I know you as much
Yeah.
as I know you almost as much as anybody else at this point, dude. We were at Do Better, and Daniel had was it what was it, like a blunt or was it
A joint.
Has
Okay.
Daniel done that yet?
What?
Better?
Hey, thanks, bud. It's not all fucking cheekbones over here. Some of it's punchlines, cocksuck.
Yeah,
Uh,
make more of it punchlines, less of it cheekbone.
Hey, my package is better than 85% of niggas' A jokes. I want you to remember that. This Bass Pro Shop is distracting from my fucking eyebrows right now. I don't want you to say anything. Anyway, what were you doing?
Nah, he was like, just have a little bit. Have one hit.
Well, I asked him. I was like, you've never fucking just like gotten a fun, like he's only gotten really, really high or taken 10 milligrams edibles, which that's a different thing. He's never just taken a hit, like a real drag off the joint and had that
He
be the
wants me
only
to
thing.
smoke with him the same way he wants to see your dick. It's the same kind of energy. It's like, you're doing it with other people?
Pretty much. My 2 best friends don't want to see me happy. My 2 best friends don't want to see me happy. Fuck you guys.
No, and he was
Yeah,
like,
sorry. I'm keeping you from your best self by not showing you my cock. I didn't know that.
I need to know. It's driving me insane.
Everyone knows it's live, laugh, love Tristan's cock. That's it.
No, because after I know it would change our relationship for sure, but I don't know which way.
No, you'd be mad either way.
That depends on what you're swinging with. Nah, if you
No, because if he had a small dick, you'd be like, God, I wish
I
you had.
treat
I
him
wish
like
I only
he
had
has
big
a-
dicks on my team.
No, I treat
And-
him like he has a small dick. If you have a fat cock, that
No, and
changes
then,
our whole.
no, and then you would feel bad. And then that's the thing. If he had a small dick, you're like, damn, I'm mad that I'm right. But if he had a big dick, you're like, damn it, fuck this guy for having a big dick.
No, you know
I
what?
think
You
that-
would.
What if I had what if my dick was just like an average size, but my balls were very long? Would that impress you at all?
Yeah, I could see you have an old man needle dick. Like you just have like fucking balls that get wet, but also like the circumference of a swordfish.
I just got like a gonzo nose, just a straight little
mean,
felt strip.
Why would I think that the rest? Why would I think that the rest of your body looks like this, and your dick is somehow just proportional and glorious? No, it has to have Your dick doesn't lean left to right; it leans down. It has the same degree.
Yeah,
hunch as your
Squidward
back.
nose dick.
Yeah, it just kind of
what-
droops.
Okay, paint me a word picture. Give me a direction and a descriptive word.
Well, do you have like a sextus that you can use?
Well, like I'll what? What the fuck word did you just say?
A sextus. It's what they used to calculate distance on maps back in the
One of those
olden
things that
times.
has like the knife at one point and then the fucking pencil on the other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a sextus. You take that home with you. You can fucking compale that later. You
It's
dickhead.
called this. It's not called. It's not called a sexton.
No, I think that's a brand of hat.
Fuck, I thought I had him.
Yeah.
All right, here,
No.
I'll go first. I'll give you a leftward lean.
Are we south by southwest or south by southeast on lean?
I don't know, nigga. Whatever.
Where am I standing
whatever standard
standing-
boomerang comes like.
Am I
Huh?
standing on the equator? Am I standing on the equator?
Am I south or north of fucking Zimbabwe? You need to let me know right now.
Where's
yeah,
the
wind
longitude and latitude of your dick?
yeah, and I'll give you a left lean and like the not your favorite chocolate in the Valentine's Day box, but the one you like immediately after that.
I'd say my penis is like it curves up a little bit. It curves up. It comes to like.
How
it come-
do you jack off, bro? What the fuck?
Dude, why does your dick look like a J?
You jack off like you're putting on bait onto a fishing hook.
No, if anything, it looks like the McDonald's smile, when it's like, I'm loving it, and has like kind of that small bow upwards. Like if you're holding that straight, just like a little bow upwards.
You beat off to
It's
1/4 of my Disney Channel black act out. You just do the ear consistently. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like my penis has like the kind of posture of someone who's like confidently ready to get executed. It's sitting there just like, take my life.
Daniel, no, don't
Does
ask.
if it really tilts back? Like, does it actually go up? Are you being serious? Like, that's the tilt? It has a little bit of a back tilt.
No, it doesn't peak up. It doesn't peak up nothing. It just kind of has like.
We got to get a protractor out. We got to see the degree.
Have you ever?
Everything's flush. Everything's flush.
Have you ever touched face?
Like touch my own face with my dick?
No, yeah, but I think you have a 3-foot penis. No. Have you ever touched face?
Oh, dude, hey, did you completely forget the bit that I have of tasting your own batch?
That's
is literally
fucking. Well, I guess never mind. You're a weirdo. Yeah, touching my own face would be crazy. The fact that you're just eating you're fucking nuts.
Nom, 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 nom. That's what. It's better than queso fresca on tacos. I found that out.
That's not. Jesus Christ. Queso fresca? You don't like? Isn't that just chopped up tomatoes and a little bit of cilantro and stuff?
No,
Resident Latino.
Queso fresca, isn't that cheese? Queso fresca quite literally is.
Oh,
It's fresh cheese. That's literally what it means.
Doesn't fresca mean
Fresh.
Taco Bell put fresca on a whole goddamn menu for like 3-4 years? He's lying,
it's
son
the
of a
fresh
bitch.
menu.
What does that mean? Fresh. Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That's like getting a salad at McDonald's. It's an oxymoron.
That's why they had to put it in Spanish so you didn't know it was such a lie.
Nah, it's just so the dudes in the back knew which fucking patty to grab.
True.
Come on, guy. You got to smile at least. What is your energy right now?
Oh, okay.
What is your energy
All
right
of a sudden,
now?
I'm not laughing out loud, and it's an issue. I laugh out loud before it's an issue. Pick a lane.
Are you
Yeah,
on
you can't-
strike?
Huh?
Is Andrew on laugh strike?
I'm on laugh strike, yeah.
No. The only thing that sags is your stomach.
Oh.
Andrew's been over here repping fucking the other team's jersey far more than the home team stuff. Way more.
I've worn it twice.
I know.
How often do you see? How often? You know what? No.
You need
Go.
to find
Continue on with your podcast.
What are you talking about, Dick?
Why are you getting? Are you getting actually angry?
Yeah. What is your deal with my podcast?
Yes, continue.
What? Hold on. Nah, there's something else going on. What's going on?
Nothing.
What's going on?
Nothing.
There's definitely something going on.
Guy
Hello?
shows up cripplingly late with a tude.
With a tude. Yeah. What the hell?
With a tude.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
No.
But it's my podcast now.
Yeah.
Somehow it's my podcast.
I'm just actually genuinely upset about that fucking security guard.
What security guard?
The one from outside.
Is he really? He's living rent free in your head, isn't he?
Yeah. It's so gay for him to have done.
Oh, it could have also been because Mike Mees came up and blew my cock about our podcast, and it.
No, he came up to it. He came up to me later in the night too. Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, you're getting mad because that guy
No,
came over. It was
no.
fucking calm down.
Shout out Mike. Actually, big fan of the pod. No, but that security guard dude made me walk around the block just to go in the same way.
Okay, good. This is just a fat thing. I thought it was something way more than that. Oh, and if you're harboring a bunch of bullshit, I want to hear about it. Sorry, I mean if your feelings
just
are
because
hurt,
just because he made you do a lap, you're stewing.
Yeah, because it was for no reason.
Do you mean mad or sweat? Because both.
Both.
This guy's a
Yeah.
fucking Andrew Broth, a Fresca Andrew Broth from outside.
Yeah, Fresca Andrew. Oh, I love my Andrew Fresca. So good.
I was talking to the wife the other day. What's your split for kids? What do you want, ideally?
What do you
More
mean
boys
split?
than girls.
No.
No,
I would
no.
like
There's
I would like a cat dog of one half boy, one half girl, but they don't have a butt. It just kind of meets in the midsection. They walk on their hands.
and then just put out 3 mid-seasons of a fucking cartoon show.
Yeah, but they'll be iconic.
That show was all right. That show was okay, if we're being real.
And plus, they could be champions in duos tennis.
That was their deal, right? That was their thing? Wasn't there a couple episodes on that?
I don't know, maybe.
Did you not
I wasn't
actually
a huge
watch
cat-
Cat Dog?
Not a lot. I don't know. Like, if you're gonna bust out like a dude, season 2, episode 13. You don't remember? Fucking
got a
Cat Dog's-
timestamp?
No, I wasn't. But who brings
Yeah.
up Cat Dog without being a fucking fan of Cat Dog? That's a specific as fuck reference.
It was pretty on there. I mean, like, cat. If I said like something like Real Monsters," then yeah, I've seen. That's a specific ass
Whoa.
reference.
Maybe I'm just a Disney. Maybe I'm just or not Disney, a Nickelodeon head because I fucking love that show too. Andrew looks like the guy who holds his hands up with his eyes.
Scrum.
Yeah,
We've
he
done
does.
this.
We've gone over this.
That's
Yeah.
why I said it in like a fucking nostalgic tone, assholes. What are we doing? Why is everyone's guns out right now? Why can't-
Nobody's guns are out.
Why is everyone's fucking guns?
You're the
out?
You're
Yeah.
the first one pulling.
Why is everyone's fucking guns out?
Why is everyone's fucking guns?
Yeah.
I fucking just pressed the button. Why is everyone's fucking
Why is everyone's guns
Yeah.
out?
Yeah, I'm gonna pop the trunk, and then we're gonna get to the bottom of why everyone's so pulling their guns out right now.
But have you never thought about the actual like? I think about that consistently because I obviously want children. I want some fucking chicklins running around, but I want like if I could pick in a perfect world, and this is going to be a controversial take.
All
and
dudes.
all guys. Yeah. Why even go the other direction? No chance. 3 bros. They're all taller than me.
I would want if I can make it my life. And they're all taller than you. You're just making just columns of people. They come
Why
out
are you
6
calling
foot.
your shot like Babe Ruth's? Like they're all gonna be tall.
All tall.
Actually, this is how tall they are right now.
Dude, we're just going to be the new McCaffreys in my head. There's just going to be a bunch of fucking ginormous.
No, you're just gonna get a bunch of Eli Mannings, dog.
Dude, can you imagine?
Just white
Can you
dumbasses.
Can you imagine just like it's a fucking beautiful day at San Diego Beach. They're sitting there. They have balloons lined up, all just like neutral color balloons. It's just like we're having quadruplets. It's just like one pink, another pink, another pink, another pink, and then Daniel just walking into the ocean. Like,
Dude,
They're
there's-
just like-
well, I would never do a. Would you do a gender reveal?
I'll do a baby reveal. I'm gonna hide my girlfriend that she's pregnant for 9 months, and then I'm just gonna invite my parents over and just be like, "We had a kid." And you did nothing. Came
know-
empty-handed to meet your grandparents. How fucking what a piece of shit you are. Grandparents, such a piece. Anyways, he's named after you. You fuck.
That'd be funny, but you tell Haley's side ahead of time. They're sitting there with like a diaper cake and fucking new clothes and this and that, and your mom walks in. She's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? She has like a half a pie for you and Haley to eat.
Yeah.
She's like,
I thought this
is
was
all-
a Halloween party. They're just like dressed as like Cat in the Hat.
That'd be funny. You keep it going a little bit longer. The first time they meet him is at his second Thanksgiving. You're like, oh, by
First communion.
Dude,
by the way, this is your kid. This is
Dude,
your
my
grandson,
dad-
Brad.
my dad realistically might have the most embarrassing costume of all time. He only has one. He wears it every Halloween, and it's a genie. He's a genie, but the lamp is his dick.
Dude, your dad's such a hack. That's a hack move, Brad. I'm looking down at the camera right now at you.
No, fuck Daniel. That's a great.
No. It's a
that's
great costume. It's hack to
He's
have
had
it
that
every
since I
year.
was like 11.
Brad, you design
crazy.
video games. Buy another costume. That's crazy. Wait, so you know every year
you're
at Thanksgiving,
You own,
he's gonna.
Father. You own a 3D printer. You could make something cooler at home. Stop being the penis genie, for the love of God.
Really, I'm just jealous. I'm like, wait, so you're telling me every year you knew your dad was gonna be there in the same costume? You knew he was gonna
Yeah,
show up, let alone in the same costume.
Yeah, I got to say goodbye and hi to him in the same day.
Well, what
It's
are you
pretty
talking about?
crazy.
Your dad did the same thing. He was a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah. No, realistically,
just-
he was just a
there's
poet.
just
He was
like
just
an
a distant message writer.
He's just sitting there writing down on like a loose leaf piece of paper.
Edgar Allan
just, like-
Poe.
True. Damn, that's a good one.
Deadbeat
I
Allan
talk
Poe.
to Daniel. I talk to Daniel. Nevermore.
That's good. That's good. I do
Quote
like
the
that.
Quote the Ravens. Just
Just
go Ravens.
I was
Yeah.
thinking. I was trying to figure out how to put that in there.
That would be a lot more
Yeah.
fun. I never really think about my biological dad all that much, and I don't really want to meet the nigga, but that would be fun. If you came
Well,
to a
I'm
football
glad it's
game,
mutual.
Yeah. Oh well. At this point, I think it would be. I think it would be on site. And he's like a fucking. At this point, he got to be like 50 because my mom was 19. And he was like 31. Yeah, he got to be
What?
like. Yeah, she was the. She worked at a call center. He was the manager. Which at the time that she told me that, I always took that with me. Like, wow, he was middle management, isn't that? I've worked at a call center before, and I know a couple call center managers. That's wild. I would have way took the Chuck E. Cheese nigga over that. That's nuts.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Yeah.
And I just can't. That's unfortunate.
Well, that's
You
why I'm
just-
gonna. That's why I think I have such the opposite of that. I like overcompensated.
Do you know
by
what?
being
Do you
just
know what
like-
make it? It's so funny just to think about it because you want to meet him and you want him to be a bum and then you want him to be like, look what all I've done despite of you. But how funny would it be if you just meet him? He's taller than you. He's like, hey, come on, get in the new Porsche.
Well, no, I know he's 6'1" and skinny, and he drove one of my buddies in Uber like a year and a half ago. So I know he's not.
Was it an XL?
No, it was a Prius that was it started with an O apostrophe, and no, he's not doing great. But it would suck if he came now that football stopped, because if he came to any football thing, it's like, look at this. But imagine like 5-6 years from now, he comes to a late show on a Friday night in like fucking Poughkeepsie. He's just like,
Welcome to our 137th DBG and friends. I have a special guest in the
Yeah.
crowd. It's my dad.
God, it's half sold. He's like,
You're just sitting there in a fucking green room with a feature and a host you don't know or give a fuck about, and then someone knocks on the door. You think it's your Bud Light, and it's like, hey, someone says that your dad is out. Is your dad is here?
exactly.
You're,
Like, and I expect
There's a
to go
black
outside
man
and like,
claiming
like,
to
A
be your
short
father.
white Jewish man.
yeah, I just confused the fuck out of the messenger. He's like, your dad's here? I'm like, little short white guy? No, not at all. Taller black man. Like, we're doing this here? It's the late show. I know it's half sold. I've switched to tequila already at this point. I'm walking out like, hey, Dad.
This is a guarantee weekend. I don't even have a door deal on this one.
Hey, Pops. Fucking, it's not
You just-
going great.
You just walk out and he has boxing gloves on. He's like, I'm gonna
He
teach
came
you how to
with
be a
a
real
friend.
man. Yeah.
If I beat you, I get a headline this one.
Damn, that would.
Sorry,
yeah, he-
son.
that-
I was
well,
going
that's-
away to become I was going away to become the heavyweight champ in Japan.
Well, that's the type of shit that a deadbeat dad would do, and how accessible comedy is. He would come back and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
son, you know, I started stand up 2 months ago. I'd be
Let me
like,
do a guest spot."
God damn it, son of a bitch!
Now I got to see my dad on the circuit.
You know what the
How about this? How about this? Instead of DBG and friends, it's DBG and dad.
and
know?
fam. It's family.
It's dad and friends. DBG's there hosting.
would you nepotism your kids? If your kids were like, Dad, I want to be a stand-up comic, would you just start them at 16 and just bring them on the road with you?
I mean, that would mean I would have to
No.
become famous first. I can't nepotism someone at an open mic.
Yeah. What? Hey, do you want to come with me to this this winery show I'm featuring on?
There's gonna be 3 people
I
there.
would do pretty much the opposite of what Joe Rogan is doing. I would make a comedy mothership, but it's designed to be the worst possible room in comedy. Just like all the seats suck, they're all rocking. It's like either the ceiling is way too high or it's way too squat and shit like that. And then I'll let him go up in that club and slowly make either a terrible comedian or the next greatest.
Hold
comic
on,
alive.
I'm having an idea, and this is not a tapped into market yet. You know Dick's, the restaurant chain, right?
The barbecue places?
No, it's Dickies. There's Dick's. They have them in Vegas and a couple other places.
Wait, the
where they're-
thing that you're trying desperately to see in your car, mine.
Sure. Yeah. No. Shut up, idiots. There's a fucking restaurant where it's like the point of the thing is they're mean to you. If you like, they walk in, they're like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Order, or they're like, you try and order, and they just walk away.
I wonder what's the limit of how mean you could be there. Like, are slurs off the table?
Racial stuff.
Yeah.
Are slurs off the table?
It's probably
What if
like,
you added? What if you add a Y to the end of it, make it more fun?
Yeah. What if you just looked at the Wikipedia page and you could really hit them with a curveball? They'll have to do.
Yeah. No. You make it to where it's like the Tonight Show, but with you're allowed to cuss, and just don't say fucking the QU word or anything. And then
QWERTY?
Yeah,
Quarter.
Query. Yeah, query. You can't say query. Those are hardworking guys who are striking right now. We're not allowed to promote. No. But I'm saying like, fuck. I forgot the point I was making. So what happens if you hang out?
Dick's Last Resort.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. What if there's a comedy club?
Sorry,
you can't make it.
I'm just imagining, because they put big hats on you with insults on them. I'm just imagining a black family just with a bunch of hats that say exactly what you think they say, just over the top.
I think that would be fun. That would be a good time.
Yeah.
But if there was a
Just
comedy
be like,
club,
just the manager coming out, just be like, whose section is this? Whose section is this?
someone's getting fired right the fuck now.
Yeah, just like, what? It's my first day.
Yeah. That's great. No, but do you think, yeah, I forgot it's a public episode.
Whose three high tops are these? We have to talk.
Yeah. Whose Hennessy section is this that ordered fucking frozen bottles wholesale? No, do you think it would?
Yeah.
Do you think it would be profitable? Here's an idea. If there was because you couldn't make the room too big, 'cause you need people to have like accuracy. If there was a comedy room where it was it seated 100, but the principle behind it was like, because people want to fucking talk, and there's this waging war between hecklers and whatever the fuck. So it's like a dicks of comedy, right? Where it's like they're allowed to be assholes, and there's no like, you maybe don't headline it in a perfect world. You do like it's 15-minute sets across the board. That way you get like fresh blood on stage. But you make throwable objects, and I don't know what they are. Maybe tomatoes, maybe something. But there's throwable something. It's not gonna hurt the comics. They do that at fucking Renaissance fairs. This dickhead's done it.
Have you seen have you been hit in the face by one of those, or seen people that have been hit by the face by a tomato?
It doesn't feel great, and you don't give the people the.
And the thing is.
And the thing is, you're having alcohol sold there. You know they're gonna put the high heat on it.
Yeah, I think that's
are you
part
gonna
of
put those in like sippy cups? Like,
you don't think
there's no way you can use normal glassware.
Yeah, someone's gonna throw a glass
sort of
at them.
establishment.
They serve alcohol at Dick's at tourist destinations, which means you get drunk uncles from Oklahoma flying in there to be like, oh, you mean the place where they talk shit, and then drinking 19 Miller Lights. It's the same liability. Someone's doing it already.
But it's a different situation.
Yeah, but they don't encourage. They don't give you a softball to throw at the comic. Pre-hand, it's like, hey,
Dick's,
if you hit him, your tab's on us.
At Dick's, the thing is, you're not there. You're there for ultimately the food. It's a restaurant. You're not there for the waiter. It's an added bonus that you have this fun waiter.
Well,
but
no,
same thing with like Hooters and Bikini Bean.
It's all entertainment. The waiters are entertainment. That's why you're going to Dick's. You're not going. I'm sure the food is fucking just TGI Fridays or whatever. You're going there because the waiter's walking up
it would
and
literally
being like, eat my ass.
It would quite literally be pandemonium. It would be like literally people talking, shouting over each other to heckle you. Meanwhile, you're trying to talk to one. It's complete mob mentality. You won't be able to talk to anyone. As soon as you get up there, they would just be like, all right, coming to the stage, Daniel Bridgecat. And you get up there just,
fuck up!
yeah. No, you shut the fuck up. It would turn into an Old West saloon. People will start fighting each other.
I think it would be fun. Someone's gonna perfect that idea. It's not gonna be me, but mark my words, in about 10 years, there is gonna be a fun, just like, it's called fucking the Chuckle Fucks or whatever the hell. And
You know what would be a very fun thing to do is to take a group full of comics to Dick's. Just like the most crowd work comics, like just taking like fucking like Big J,
just
like
Big J, Dave Attell, Jeff Ross,
yeah.
People who go in there with like the only
Rich
people
Voss
who have
in
guns
there,
big enough to be like, what did you just say to me?
Yeah, Rich Voss is in there just slurring.
I don't know actually. I feel like comedians in that world don't rank as high as you think.
Also, Rich Voss would get upset and kick somebody in the chest. He has the reputation of doing so.
Well, and just in that, these guys are used to, because there is sort of like an eloquency to stand-up. I do think the best guys in that situation is the father from Memphis, who's just like, he works at a fucking manufacturing plant. Like that guy is. He doesn't have like all comedians know how to pump the brakes, and even like they know how to take them off. But because you know how to pump them, you still don't go as fast. Some of these niggas don't know brakes at all. They're just full bore, 6 gear. The sand's gonna. I'm on a runaway truck right now. I feel bad for the waitresses who work there.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You just get the final boss of bitches that works there against fucking Colin Quinn, and then just fucking battle it out.
And there's two situations in there. Either one, you're just kind of win, but there's two ways you win, where it's like you're that fucking blue collar, like oil on the hands, like calluses every day type ruffian, and you just kind of give in and succeed and be like silly and goofy. And every time like they're like, "All right, stupid head, here's your thing," you're like, "Thank you, miss." And you'll be like, "All right, that guy totally won this situation." Either that, or you just treat them as if they are not people. Like, absolutely treat them as like,
just lesser than.
Yeah, no, just be literally. If I go, the thing is, I can't go into Dick's Last Resort because I'm gonna start calling. I'm not gonna call them waiter. I'm gonna be. No, I'm like, Brent. I'm gonna be like, slave, over here, slave. Wench.
Just
like I'm gonna be a snotty prince, and they can't do anything about it because that's the thing.
Do you think? Well, I bet you a place like that isn't held to the same affirmative action requirements as every other corporation. Because it's kind of a liability to hire an ethnicity. You kind of have to have all like potato farm goat fuckers, just Irish ladies, because that eliminates the whole like, hey yo Negro, get your ass over here. Like that takes the whole thing away.
Yeah, as soon as some guy comes into bed on horses and throws a hard boy around, that's no good. Yeah.
You know what I was just thinking?
Yeah.
I'm surprised more like beta sub dudes don't just fucking cream themselves at those places. Like, you know those guys that like go to like dominatrixes to like get like submissive. I'm surprised
some dude jerking off underneath the booth at Dick's Last Resort.
Yeah,
that'd be funny for a lone guy to go eat by himself. At just a guy who's trying to like double earphone watch ESPN while he eats wings. Just being like, bitch, would you get the fuck away from my table right now?
Yeah. Sorry. Most people say I have a tone issue. This is the only way I can speak freely in a restaurant that understands me.
That would be funny, dude. Just a guy who packed his own lunch for the day going to work, gets yelled at by his boss right before he goes to lunch, just be like, fuck that, I'm going to Dick's today. And just be like, hey, whore, get the fuck over here.
Why is this shit cold, you dumb bitch?
Yeah.
That's great.
No,
he leans over to the table and sitting next to him. He's like, it's not even cold. I just had a bad day at work.
Yeah, sorry. We're getting audited right now.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah, the plate's actually very hot to touch. The entire time I was holding it an inch from her face, screaming full volume. It was really burning my hands. No, but I was thinking about it in the same respect of like the BDSM guy going into Dick's to get like, just, if anything, that would be like reading like a softcore porno, you know? Just like reading like erotica. Just going into Dick's and just being like, ooh, all right. Or being saucy, you know? Either that or just like going into a self-checkout line and checking out stuff really slowly and like let a line build. And they're like, hey, dude, can you hurry the fuck up? And you're like, not if you talk to me like that.
I get such anxiety at those things. I hate. Do you go self-checkout every time if you can?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't do that. And fucking, I don't think she's home. But my fiance loves to do the fucking one more thing deal where you're like up there ready to go, and she's like, oh, I forgot almonds. And almonds happen to be in New Hampshire, and she's just gone. She's immediately, and you're just sitting up there being like, this blows. And I don't make small talk. I'm not a big, if I don't know you, small talk man myself.
Oh, dude, that was like a second art I had to do at Trader Joe's. The amount of times people got up there and just left their kids just being like, all right, I'm going to be right back. And then I'm like, so do you like sports? Do you want stickers?
You're initiating the conversation?
I think we should normalize non-offensive, like non-talking. Does that make sense? Like it's why Uber added the feature. Do you want your person to talk to you or not? Like I think we should just normalize situations like that where it's like, I don't know you, you don't know me. You're gonna be gone as soon as I check your last fucking piece of carrot and get the fuck out of here. We should just be able to make a sign where like meet moop, and you're just it's cool to just not look at this person in the eye, and we're
You
just
just have
both-
like horse blinders on.
yeah, we're just like and then you just look the other way, and no one's mad. I don't have that knot in my chest from like,
Oh, talking about that, did I tell you guys what happened to me at fucking Wendy's yesterday?
no, you're being a mute for fucking 30% of this podcast.
You ate the entire menu and they gave you a crown.
Dude, same kind of thing, but I engaged in the conversation. Huge mistake. But there was this guy sitting there. I guess he's like some like old veteran dude. But he looked at me. He was like, "Hey, do the batteries
I killed
in your
97. I killed 97 of you in Iwo Jima, you son of a bitch. Now you're trying to get a strawberry frosty? I'll kill you."
No, but he looked at me. He's like, "Hey, do the batteries in your phone die?" And I was like, "Yeah, man. That's how technology works, dude." And he's like, "Well, how do you fix it?" I was like, "Have you tried charging it?" And he's like, "I've been charging it all day." And I was like, "Then I don't know how to help you, dog. Our knowledge on this is the same exact level. Like, I have no idea." And
I can't do that.
dude, he looked at me. He's like, "All right, well, can you say a prayer to Jesus that my phone fixes?" And I was like, if you're praying to Jesus for technology.
Well, that's where you had the upper hand. You should have just been like, I'm Muslim, praise Allah, free Palestine, and slapped him in the face.
Yeah, my church is I buy, you break, I fix. There's 97 of them.
Actually, I'm a Guslinite. Subscribe to the Patreon and just smack a fucking dude across his face.
Yeah, he's like, what's a Patreon?
No, yeah, but I ended up saying the prayer, but I did it in like the most like black teenager on Facebook Live type energy, where I was like, "Hey, yo, what up, Jesus? Can you help my friend David with his phone, please?"
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. I don't like that.
And also, let the fries be fresh and salty, Jesus, please.
I have a question. This involves everybody. Since you're gone and we're leaving, let's say you.
Can we rephrase that to since you've been gone? All right.
Since you've been gone.
Yeah.
I can start singing on this podcast.
None of us, that's funny. None of us really believed in the second line. It was funny enough to sing it because we all thought of one and went, nah. Since you've been gone, you take it. Oh, you didn't have anything either.
I can't breathe for the first time.
No. Since you're gone and we're leaving, I was talking to a comic last night at an open mic. Do you have I don't have a overarching affiliation to the scene that I came from to make it my responsibility to help them.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Do you have this, is there a dream in your head where you're like, all my success one day will eventually lead to building the ultimate pipeline from Phoenix? Or I kind of take the stance of look, I'm going to leave. We're going to do well. It's going to be all right. The best niggas from the scene will always rise no matter what. All a good scene does is make more of a pool for mid niggas to live in. If you're the best guy in Montana, you're going to eventually become the best guy in Montana and then leave Montana. The best guy is always going to rise. I don't have this weird, not weird, I guess, it's just a stance, but I don't know. If the second I leave, I could become the biggest comedian in the world. And the only thing that Arizona niggas will catch from that is I'll let one open for me when I come back here, and they'll get to say he came from Phoenix, and that's, I don't know, that's it. Or are you going back?
I would like to have some land in Arizona eventually. I really do like Phoenix. It's it's where I grew up for the most part, and I do think that I do owe something to Phoenix, and comedy wise at least, because it really helped me out. And shit, whether that's just me throwing a local it doesn't have to be building a fucking whole Joe Rogan set the fucking bar way too high where he's just I'm gonna make a fucking thing and it's gonna be great. That's
just his mind, because there's been other number one. He's not the first number one ever in the world. There's been other.
And he also didn't even do it in the scene he came up in.
True.
Yes,
did it with
yeah.
He did it in the place with the best tax breaks.
That place is to some degree the Comedy Store Central. He did kind of give back to a lot of in a way, but I don't know if I would, because David Spade's from Phoenix.
Yeah, I know.
He doesn't. There's no.
I found that out a year ago.
Yeah, there's no David Spade. He went to Arcadia High School. There's no David Spade club where he's make sure all the local guys come up the right way here and they get spots. There's, I don't know. It feels like too much work.
I would definitely try to promote Phoenix, and like I would have like a show. I would definitely try to make it where like I would have like a month of like showcase shows or something like that, where like I would try to find younger comedy and shit, and be like, oh, these are the good people coming out of Phoenix, and like support it that way through like getting people to come out if they're willing to see me do like a big show at like a big venue where like a bunch of comedians from like the scene may have not like done it.
Yeah.
There.
Well, the way that
just
I can. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Just I don't know, just like make it like a fun night where I'm involved instead of just being like, yeah, I have a franchise of ha-has on the West Coast.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking. The best way that I could like describe it and why I think it's easier said than done. Every comic before they get success is like, man, if I was ever a headliner, I would never bring my own guys. I'd let all the local guys open for me. And then you get success,
meet like 3 local guys, and you're like, this was the worst mistake.
And then you get
of my
success,
life.
and you're like, dude, if I have the money for it, I'll bring my lower level guy to host for me, and I'll bring my higher level guy to feature. Fuck the local guys. I don't want some weirdo sitting in my green room.
Yeah,
that's the way I feel about it. Where it's like,
and I've been the guy where that makes you say fuck local guys, and I don't enjoy that feeling. So if anything, I'm saving people's like hardships and me being like, all right, I have to really give my hardest, absolute, like 100% not to just say something very mean to you.
yeah,
And it's like, in one of the things that I could say that is mean is get out of here. You can still do the shows, but get out of here.
yeah. Well, and
Like-
I feel like the higher you get to, like, let's say you're at fucking Chris Rock's level. Let's say Chris Rock's from Phoenix. You're at Chris Rock's level. Chris Rock knows so many dudes under him that he probably like, but like big guys though. At that point,
that he likes way more than
right.
the
At that point, he knows guys that should get Netflix that don't, that should be selling a second show at MSG that don't. Like, what does some dude who's hoping for a guest set in Phoenix matter to that guy?
That's actually exactly how I was thinking about it. Because like by the time I'm famous, most of the people that help me out in the scene will have either made it or given up on stand-up
they'll
entirely.
either have quit or be at a level high enough where you're like, well, he deserves to at least sell out weekends
Yeah.
at clubs. I can help him with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah,
younger
if they're
guys that
like-
were here when I started would be like, hey, what are you up to?
Yeah.
Nothing? Just waiting for me? All right. Yeah.
I think that's just the
I
youngness.
know.
of comedy.
I know some people who are like that, just from like the hearing stories of the people of like larger caliber that I know out here, and it's
Yeah.
always sad, man. It's always one drunk night where it's just like them in something like someone just gets a thorn in their paw, usually the guy who doesn't have clout, and then he starts spouting off, just being like, you know, I always thought I was fucking better than you, you know that? And it's like, all right, cool. It's a
Jesus
sick thing to
Christ.
do.
Well, that gotta be a goddamn thing. That's why. That
It is a thing. It happens a lot.
The higher you get, I would imagine because the stakes get higher. So like if you're a dude who is selling out weekends at a comedy club, that means probably your buddy that you're bringing to feature for you makes just enough money to not have a day job, which is like the gap between those two are so big. It's like, yeah, we just made sure we sold out 6 shows
Yeah, people
here.
spend their entire life trying to bridge that gap.
That's what I'm saying. And then the guy who's hosting that whole thing works a day job still and like makes $40K a year.
And barely made it to the show.
Right. And the gap
and-
between the feature and host is fat as hell too.
And then there's the lonely server who's coming in that no one knows is about to get new faces and blows
Yeah.
up out of nowhere.
It's going to be bigger than the headliner in 6 years. He's going to forget
Yeah,
all of their names.
Yeah, larger than Jesus Christ himself.
Jesus, some might say.
Yeah, his slack-jawed silhouette can be found on book bags all across Indiana.
That's the part of comedy that every time I get in my feels about being like, man, wouldn't it be great if it was going better for me? Because you're just looking at guys ahead of you. You just always remember there's a guy that's going to start in 26 months from now that's going to be on Netflix fucking featured page in 3 years and just can't do anything about that. Can't control that.
There's
at
some
all.
dudes who like get like a Hulu Disney Plus thing at like 15, And then you meet them later on in their career, and you're like, oh, you're like the worst guy I've ever met in my entire life. And he's like, yeah, but things are going great for me. I saw this dude recently who's like, he's nice, I guess, but he's just insufferable to be around. And he's like, he's the type in a blunt rotation just to talk an entire joint out. Just be like, so how's it going like this? And like, what? And I'm just like, please, give me, please.
Please, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know. The dude that I opened up for at Flagstaff had been doing comedy in that theater, 1,000 seats. I've been doing comedy for 36 months. He did like YouTube stuff before, and that took off, and then he just kind of like bled the comedy in there. He gave me a conversation in the green room that he really tried to make a defense for like. He's like, no, I've been in the game for a minute now. I'm like, dude, do you understand how absolutely absurd it is? 36. I don't even say 3 years. That's disrespectful. 36 months in to just be like,
Yeah, I've done like 8 shows.
yeah. Oh my God. To just be complaining about how you don't perform in LA because the crowds aren't great at 3 years. And you're like, I don't know. I don't really like to do local shows. The crowds aren't the best. You're like, dude, eat my ass.
I
eat
just
my
like
whole
going.
asshole.
It is funny
just
seeing
like
seeing that combo of like the dude that's been headlining for 2 years and the guy that's been doing stand up for 28 as the feature. That's such a fun dynamic to see.
Oh,
Okay.
Are you talking about the comedy spot in Scottsdale?
Here's a question. Would you rather pop 2 years from now to the point where you can sell out early shows and half sell late shows the rest of your career, but that's as good as it gets? Or pop 11 years from now, but you can do small arenas and theaters?
11.
I'd say 11, but Haley would divorce me.
I was going to say there's kids in there. There's like obligations. There's your friends, Pat. Like, so you're taking
I'm taking 11
theaters
years.
and 11.
Yeah.
Which I guess for our age
Yeah.
really isn't that old. We're like 30. It's Shane. We're doing theaters at 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like if
Dude,
you
Shane
pop off
was
in
doing
2 years,
theaters at 11?
Yeah.
That's so young.
Well, no, I'm just saying he's like 35
he's a fucking
or 6
genius,
or whatever.
bro.
Yeah.
He's a fucking genius, bro.
I don't know if you know this or not, but Shane used to open up for Dice at MSG.
A lot of people don't know
No.
this, but Shane
Oh.
was Dice.
I don't know.
He just molted his skin.
Yeah, I guess I should have
A
learned.
lot of people
A.
don't know, but like a lot of people don't know this, but Shane Gillis is less of a person, more of a construct. It's like something that always is and always will be. So like Shane Gillis has been a lot of things. It's been the air. It's been the grass underneath my feet.
It's been the earth,
been
the
the
sea.
swing. The swing reaching me to heights that I never could have imagined. But you know what Shane Gillis has always been there? He's been there. He's been a friend. That's what he's been. I fucked up the last part, but I had a pretty good diet.
I really believed in it till the end. All right, so that's interesting. So
it's getting erect.
So you would rather early or late bigger success than early moderate success?
Yeah. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, correct. I'm sure Haley would love for me to be able to sell out like early shows and stuff like that. But then after after she got used to that money, she'd be like, more money, please. And I'm like, I can't. She'd be like, okay, bye bye.
You can make an art. That's an interesting dynamic.
No, I'm not gonna lie, because that's the same exact thing. The way I was thinking about it, where it's like, yeah, but like once you get used to that, you're like, I want to do theaters. It's like, no, you are stuck here.
I don't think you guys know. I don't think you guys.
It's like that virus in Jurassic Park, you know, when he's like touching stuff and he's like,
Yeah, Newman. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much money do you think a nigga who tours 3 weeks out of the month and sells out early shows and half sells late? How much money do you think that guy makes? It's not.
It's like $3,500 a weekend.
Yeah. No.
Probably more than that. If you're selling out like good sized rooms.
Sells out early shows? That means there's 2 sold out. That means you're on average. I mean, normal comedy clubs are like $250 to $400. Like you're moving tickets. That means you're selling merch also to some degree. You're like, that guy makes a good fucking.
They're probably closer to 15 then. Right?
1,000?
Yeah,
yeah,
a weekend.
Yeah. Like you're like tens of thousands of dollars. Probably more than that, I would imagine. Because every sellout you get.
Yeah, but you're never. But that's like just like that's the taste, man. You get the little taste, and then
That's
you
what I'm
just want
saying. You
more.
get used to that money, and then you start wanting more money.
Yeah, and you can't get it.
I guess.
And then
I
you
guess
have
I
to
didn't.
start-
I guess I
Then
didn't
you
put
have
any
to start
stakes on
killing hookers.
I
Then you
should
have
have.
to
I
start
should have.
killing
What's the
hookers,
equivalent?
and
What's the?
every state
Tristan.
that you tour in, you're supposed to kill a hooker. You have to feel.
And then the only
something.
reason they
That's
catch
what-
you is because they track the murders through your tour schedule, and then
Yeah, and they didn't even go to the shows. They went to the late shows. Then they got
Imagine-
to go in and
Imagine
they
the
got to sit
cop
down
that
and was in
busts
standing room.
the cop that busts you has your merch on as he's detaining you.
Yeah, he's like, big fan. Sorry.
What would be the equivalent
He's
to
like, you have the right to maintain anything you say can and will be used against you in the court
on
of law.
stage?
Slut.
He was like, let me tell. How dare you? No, he's sitting there just being like, you know what? With all of our prolific cases like this, we have to do a lot of research into your background. Let me tell you, you're hysterical. Huge fan. I love the first special. It was great. Your podcast, I hate to see it go, but goddamn, I'll watch it leave all day. We still got the 10-hour episode replays going. I love it.
But then he arrests you
Anyways,
for the second special.
you did
Love
murder
the first special.
Yeah, you did murder 17 people. That is bad.
What would be the equivalent then to a comedy Deal or No Deal? Where it's like, okay, you have $700 in the case right now. There's case number 17 of
Deal.
There could
Deal. Every
Yeah,
comedian in New York City. Deal. You have $700. No, deal. I
no,
want that now.
no deal. Not,
Yeah.
You haven't even heard the shut up.
shut up. Deal. Is it syndicated? Is it syndicated? Deal. That's 13
Shut
cents
up.
a month. Shut
Yeah.
I'm gonna
supposed
get
to do-
royalty checks off this episode anyway, so this 700 is building on its own.
Can I post a 6-cent royalty check from CBS? Can I post it?
Can I sell the briefcase? The money comes in.
Howie, will you please sign this for me?
Can I
Howie,
put the
can I
phone
lick your
stuff?
head? Howie, can I lick the top of your head?
That's fucking. Can I lick the top of your-
If I put
Can I
hand
get it on
sanitizer
Instagram
the
so I
top
can
of your
post it as
head,
a reel?
Howie, can I
And then
see
put
the dealer with the lights on, please?
I think he's Jewish. Is he Jewish? Can you tell
Is
me
he
he's
Jewish? Is it Newt Gingrich? Please tell me how.
Howie,
just
what's the deal
whispers
with
it.
the waitress?
He whispers in my ear. Yeah, he whispers in my ear, and I'm like, Argentinian, and then he whispers back, and I'm like, oh, German Argentinian. I get ya. I get ya.
Can you tell me if this is offensive? Last night I was doing a set, and there were these two gay guys at that corner couch on Devils. You know, like where like the
Directly across.
Yeah, directly across from you. And they look
Yeah.
gay, all right. And there's a very like a 50-year-old dude and a 6-year-old guy talking to each other, and it looks flirty. And one guy has like fucking floomy hair, so he looks gay. And I'm fucking doing this. I'm like, hey, you guys, hey, are you? And they're just like actively making the choice to not fucking like look at me. And then one guy screams out, hey, gays on the couch. I was like, and then they looked. I was like, no way, gays on the couch.
Is
We
that
got you
is
guys.
that the same as bees in the trap?
Yeah. Gays on the couch and they ain't saying nothing. 100 butt plugs can't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. I like
My
t-shirts.
boyfriend's on prep, so we gonna do something.
No, but when they said gays on the couch, these niggas looked. I was like, nah, that's not what we got you guys to look. And then this waitress came over as I was trying to talk to them. This is Devil, so it's the new hot college girl of the month. And I was like, God damn it! Now there's like a hot waitress over there, and I'm trying to talk to these guys. I was like, hot waitress, can you move? Try to talk to the gays on the couch, and it got a laugh. But is it creepy? She definitely didn't take it as an insult, probably because the kids fucking But is it creepy to say to call a girl hot just outwardly like that in front of a room full of
passing?
people? Yeah,
It's not.
hot
It's
waitress.
not now. It's not now. But you shouldn't get used to that because I've seen that on a plane, and it's no good from an old guy.
It's an age thing.
Well, I think I
Yeah.
have, if God willing, best case scenario, if I hit a sick golden fox or a silver fox phase, 11 years, 12, 13.
That's the cutoff. You're no longer allowed to call hot waitresses hot, but
Yeah.
you are doing theaters. It's 11 years. You're able to do theaters, but you can't call
You get
waitresses hot.
You get $700, but you don't get to lick Howie's head. Do you take the deal?
Damn, you get the fucking who didn't pop till they were late? Who didn't pop till they were late?
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
That's what I'm
Rodney
thinking of.
Dangerfield.
Bart Gatsby.
Well, no. Bill Burr, I think, was a decent looking man as like a young man.
Well,
Before
he's looked the same.
well, no, but he used to have hair. I think as a young man.
But it was always receding.
Well, even on Chappelle's show, he was
No,
like his fucking mid
he had
30s.
hair. He had
Yeah,
hair.
he-
He had a little
yeah.
bit of hair, but you could see where it was going.
But dudes like that, where it's like, let's say I make it when I'm 48, which is like, you're not a hot guy anymore. You're not even like a silver fox. At that point, unless you're Idris Elba, and even then, that's only for a select like group of ladies. You're not a hot guy anymore. What do? You just walk out on stage melting in an unbuttoned in an
If you do comedy, it's what you do.
No, shut up. A tight black. Don't act
Here,
like packages aren't a thing.
Daniel, this is what question's for you. This one's for you now. You get to be as hot as you want for as long as you want, or you have to look like Louis, but you have his career.
Minus the sex stuff.
Minus the sex stuff.
Unless that's your deal. That's your thing.
I don't know, and this is gonna sound vain as fuck, and I'm sure God will strip away all my hair down to my eyelashes to some degree in my life, but like, I don't know. Being like, I'm not even saying like, there's obviously like way hotter guys than me. Like,
No, but that's why I added the preface.
Yeah.
You get to choose how hot you are now. You could adjust.
Oh, I could go up from here.
You could go up.
But you could also go crazy down for like Halloween parties.
Yeah.
Just show up as an ogre. Just,
How does he do it?
Daniel, that makeup's crazy. You're just like,
You might know him. You're into underground rap enough. There's some new like black rapper that calls himself the Cult Leader. Look up the Cult Leader right now. It's the Cult Leader rolling lap. Bro, this guy wears sunglasses that make him look like an alien. But
I don't know. Is this offensive to say that? Is it a cult or a gang?
It's one and the same. People die to get initiated. He has like the craziest protruding brow line, and this fool. But yeah, go to the left one, bro. No. Yes,
That guy,
bro.
that
That picture
like
right
Mario,
there. That picture right there.
That guy looks like Mario would jump on his head.
Yeah. Go back to the picture you just on with the glasses. That's not like he doesn't have like makeup. Those aren't prosthetics. That's his face like bunches like that. Are you saying
He's just
like
weird?
You know, no. To your joke, you're like you could really go down for Halloween parties. I could just look like this guy and show him like and just scare ladies.
Yeah. Just, I'm a drill rapper.
Wouldn't it blow cock?
I'm a drill rapper.
It would suck to be unapologetically ugly. And I know I give you a lot of shit, but even for a fucking plus size guy, you're not horrendous. You and I know I give you a lot of stuff. If you just did something with the hair on your face, you have like underneath it all a nice look. Could you imagine being like a fucking just like when people walk in, you know, like the same way people react to hot people, we're like, God damn, we all do the same thing for like egregiously uggos.
Can you not say ugly in the same respect that Fonzie can't say sorry? You're just like, can you imagine if he was just so... I can't say it. So...
Dude, could you just imagine being not...
I mean, I don't know how to get it out. It's just...
These fucking... I think I called someone a gremlin yesterday.
You did.
Who? I called you a gremlin?
No, who's someone? I'm not going to say the name. I'll tell you afterwards.
Oh, I did call it. I was calling another guy hot. But yeah, I said the majority of comedians are gremlins, and I stand by that point. I think it's solid.
You need to be nicer to Carl. He has lupus.
R.I.P.
Maybe that's why he hasn't changed. Jeez, he's still kicking. He hasn't changed his name in a little bit, though, on the Patreon.
No, that's what it was. He changed it to I Have Lupus Goldthorpe.
Carl, if you die, does your credit card still work on the Patreon, or how does...
Bless you.
Or how
Bless you, Haley.
You'd hope
Tristan,
for
if
his
Haley
dealer's
dies,
sake, he
does
still
her
owes
credit
him.
card still work on...
I mean, I hope for my dealer's sake.
You have that guy on Easy Pay. It's
Yeah.
just fucking, I got my dealer on auto pay.
You just Haley's asleep. You just grab her phone and just double click the side for Apple Pay to send.
Yeah, we need a hot. We need a hot like a Trace more. We've been under an hour, like 4 episodes.
Damn, I gotta bounce.
How long is it gonna take you to get there? Because I am actually kind of interested in this number. Because where's NYCC at?
NYCC.
Like part of New York.
New York. What interesting radio this is.
Wait, who's? Are you just doing like a showcase down there, or is it like a audition?
Jeremiah's doing his stand up on the spot. He's just going to hang out.
Ah.
Yeah, but I'm trying to show face and be good.
No,
it's
I was just asking.
It's 37 minutes by the bus.
Is that a normal? That's
3
pretty
miles
standard?
away. If
That's
anything,
pretty
it's shorter than most things I go do. Most things
Really?
takes like an hour.
Do you live in I'm sure we're all coming out there here soon. Do you live in a, like, if you didn't live with a lady, you wouldn't live their area?
No, it's a nice area. I really enjoy this area.
I'm not saying because it's nice. I'm saying there's
Locale.
there's more convenient places.
Maybe there is definitely more convenient places, but again, it's just like the neighborhood is good, so it just kind of it accommodates for that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
you are kind of a slender built nigga. I can't live in a bad neighborhood. They'll
Yeah,
find me.
I can live in a shoebox. It doesn't really matter.
All right. Well, look,
All right.
we can wrap here. We appreciate you. Tristan got to run. Tell a friend about the cash. Join the Patreon. It's a quarter, and we'll see you guys
quarter.
next week.
It's
It's
4
four-
quarters.
it's 4
It's not
quarters.
25 cents.
It should be.
Technically, it's a 5-minute free trial on everything.
It's only 5 minutes. That's so gay.
Yeah. Join it. We'll see you guys.